All witches are hot.
Why'd you give them? That's not true.
That's pretty true.
I'll take you to court on
That's
that
not
one.
You want to go date the witch from Scooby-Doo? You want to date the Wicked Witch, wearing the purple
50 years
and
ago, she was
striped
probably a
socks? I can't.
The prosecution is prepared to make opening remarks.
I have a very busy 9/11. I mean, this episode's going up. I have to deal with your ass. Someone is interviewing me. It's like,
Don't you always just have a busy 9/11? I feel like you're always
can't wait
doing
for
something
that.
on that day.
Dude, I love our Blue Sky posts that are like clipped out of context. I can't wait for that one.
Dude, I should post
I
one
just
right
really
now.
busy 9/11.
I forgot about that.
dude, my 9/11
that'll
is
go
loaded.
up. That'll go
like
up
your
too.
friend's asshole. My 9/11 is
Wait,
loaded.
actually, I edit the podcast on 9/11 typically, so that is a good night for me to toss that one up there,
Wait, that's
you know?
actually facts.
This is good.
Holy
this
crap.
is good for me. Yeah. Do you have Raven Simone in the background, or like what's going on? Or...
No. No, not quite. We're not dealing with that level of generational talent, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't remember
so
what this clip is, but I'm posting Mario Seed, and it's a clip of Jaxler. So I don't know what this is going to be, but we're live posting on the podcast. I guess we could also start the podcast too, because we must start the podcast about 9/11, I suppose. That's just the way it is, because it was yesterday, and we never forgot.
Right.
And my name is Nestani.
Never forget.
I am Jaxler.
I am DECosmic.
And I am Coley.
And today we're going to live react in the voice chat to this clip for no reason. Just because I literally just posted it because I've been meaning to post it for the past couple days.
Okay.
All right, well, let me repost that. Whose seed is Mario collecting? All right, let.
Oh,
That's a good one.
It is a pretty good one.
That's a good one.
you know what's crazy? I don't remember this at all. I do not remember you saying that.
I remember saying this, but I don't quite remember how it came to. There's so many things like that happens on this podcast where it's just like I remember that we arrived at this destination, but I don't remember the train ride there. You know, it's like I'm like how the
yeah.
No, I get that. I get that in streams too, for sure. Yep.
You know, I also get that. I think Steam also gets that too. You know, when they're trying to process payments for Silksong, they just don't know how they got there, and they're just getting clogged up on the train track. They can't
For a whole 2 hours, dude.
Yeah, a whole
Steam,
2 hours.
PSN. What else was there? The eShop, I think, was also down.
Oh, the eShop went down too?
People were fucking buying
everything went down,
keys, bro, to try and.
I think the only people that didn't go down maybe.
I didn't know that Silksong. Sorry, I didn't know that Silksong was as popular as anticipated as it was until it was announced in that one Nintendo Direct nonchalantly, and then ever since then I've been like, what's up with this? I didn't even know this thing was. I mean, I've never played Hollow Knight.
You also didn't know what Teamfight Tactics was though, so I don't think this is very.
Dude, I know so many people that also don't know what Teamfight Tactics is. The only people that know TFT are just those people that just dwell in their rooms watching Twitch all day because that's what Twitch streamers play. And that's it.
Those are not what most Twitch streamers do. It's like a League of Legends thing, bro.
Yeah, it's League of Legends.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just who the fuck wants to play League of Legends
they don't
willingly?
actually stream anymore. You know?
You'd be surprised.
You're making you always make TFT sound like it's oh, you don't know Mario? You don't know Zelda?
It's a pretty popular game,
it's
to be fair.
It's not Mario level, but it's kind of near.
It's a game. It's just, isn't it just a game in League of Legends, or is it just League of Legends adjacent? It's like you don't know Animal Crossing board game on Wii U. It's
it's not that niche. That's
it's not
it would
that
be like
niche,
if you didn't know what
seems...
Devil May Cry was. I think that's a good, general.
Honestly, I bet I did.
I think it's way more popular than Devil May Cry.
Huh?
I think it's way more popular than Devil May Cry.
I mean, yeah, it probably is, but
there's no way.
But I think, I'm stretching here. Maybe it's what's another really popular game? Dude, it's really.
There's a lot of popular games I haven't played. But.
It would be if you didn't know what. I don't know. Dota 2 is a little bit more popular.
Apparently, according to TFT player count, or TurboSmurfs.gg. There's something like
source.
so like I guess on average the game averages like 33 million players every month.
Yeah.
There's no way that's real.
No, bro. It's giga gigantic because there's the phone, there's the fucking I think they have I don't know if that's on the Switch, but I know it's on the phone.
There's a lot of stuff.
And which is probably most of the player base. And then
It probably is.
also it is still in the League client, but they have a standalone thing for phones so you can play on Android and iOS.
I didn't. You know what? The first time I ever heard of Devil, like at least like Devil May Cry, it's like I have somehow in my years of being like a gamer, even though I don't really think I am like that big of a gamer.
I mean, we know because you didn't know what Teamfight Tactics was.
When people talk about video games, they talk about video games that I've never played or heard of, or like whatever before, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I know that, But then like TFT is like I never heard of that until you said something like a few years ago, and it's like. I don't know, man. Is everybody just ashamed of playing that game?
Well,
like nobody wants to talk about playing that game.
Kind of, I would assume.
Well, then there we go.
But also, I feel like if you just exist on the internet at all, you know what the game is. But we know that you don't exist on the internet.
Either way,
which is why I'm saying that. Of course, you didn't know that everyone was really excited for Silksong because you don't know anything, man. I don't know. You got your head in the sand, bro. You're not tapped in. You're not locked in like me. Okay.
You're not really.
I've talked with other people
in the same way that a lot of us are.
What? Talked with other people? Like your mom and your dad? Like who else, dog? Like.
Damn.
I was gonna say that.
Did you fuck my wife? Did you fuck my wife?
Did you fuck my wife? Did you fuck my wife?
I was gonna say that Silksong was the most wish-listed game on Steam, and I don't know how long that was the case, but it was probly for a while.
Probably for like the last 6 years.
And let me tell you something. I went to check the most wish listed games list now, and I scrolled for a while, and I can't find Silksong on there anymore because everybody fucking bought it.
Yeah.
So there's not many people that probably have it left on the wish list.
I think the other thing with Silksong too that you have to realize is that people have been like Team Cherry has been edging people for Silksong for so long.
People have been gooning for
literally
so long.
One of the Kickstarter goals with regards to like when Silksong was like a thing is like we're gonna make a Wii U port for Silksong. Yeah. We've met the Wii U.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
like that's
it's a shame it didn't come out on Wii. It's a shame it didn't come out on Wii U because then you would be sitting here defending it. But instead, like we got it coming out on.
That's
I don't have my Wii U anymore.
That's a good cut. That's a good cut. Shoutouts to episode 17, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's back in the archives.
Fucking awesome. I fucking love
it. But and they also released it at like $20, which for most people that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is kind of
$60, bro. Pretty straight up. And I wish they did.
I think
I don't know about 60.
Low-key, I think they should have. Or not even 60, like 40.
Yeah, I think they should have charged more than 20 IMO. I think that like because here's the thing.
They could have probably gotten away with 30.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could have gotten away with 40. I would like it to be like more, just because like I feel like in like at least if you're making an indie game on this level, you know what I mean? I feel like at least branching 40 is like respectful for the amount of work that you're doing and like, but also like I still get it of like in indie prices and whatever, and they want to keep them down too, so that like everyone else doesn't inflate too, and so like there's you can take it either way, but
just the politics of that. Yeah.
I mean, the other thing too is that like people already like funded the game because it was one of the stretch goals.
That's true.
So like
that's also part of it.
That like if they had gone 40, I'd have been like, all right, we're pushing a little bit here, guys. Like
is the funding of
I know
the
you're
game,
only 3 people, but
is the funding of the game like funding like their like time as well, or just?
Well, I mean, they already, because basically they said we need this amount of money, and then we'll do a DLC, which was going to be Silksong. So it was originally a DLC for Hollow Knight, and then they just expanded it to a full game, and then they just kept working for like 6 years or whatever, probably off and on. I'd imagine it's only 3 people, but
yeah.
So I think effectively the game was funded, and that's why they just took their time with it.
Yeah. I mean, still. But yeah, Cole, it's like if Celeste made Celeste 2. it would be like that would be the equivalent of
that's a good point because
jumping off, because everyone knows what Celeste is and everyone knows what Hollow Knight is, right?
Yeah.
Like do you know what Hollow Knight is?
Yeah, I do. Well, but let me say this, that when Hollow Knight came out in like what, 2018? Was that the year?
I know
it came out?
Something like that. Let me take a look.
That was totally not on my radar. Like at that point in time, I was like in high school.
2017.
So like
17.
So like I knew what Hollow Knight was, but I didn't know that it was as popular as it was until like a few years later, when I had a friend in college who was like replaying the game.
A couple of years to like really like be like, holy shit, this is a game you have to play. You know, like I own it on 3 different stores, and I've never played the game.
Yeah, I mean, just for reference, right? Apparently, in 2019, by 2019 it had sold like 2.8 mil copies, but now I guess now 6 years later it's sold 15 million.
Yeah.
So that's still a pretty big jump.
Probably the COVID.
Yeah, because that's essentially just
how much is, like,
that's a steady like 3 mil every fucking year or something, like 2 or 3 mil every fucking year or something like that, which is wild to think about. You know, that is on the level of like imagine if you doubled the sales of like the launch sales of Astral Chain for like 6 years straight. That's essentially what happened with Hollow Knight. So, yeah.
There are some games that are 5 million copies of Undertale, Cole, to answer your question.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true. It's the AI overview, so take it as you will.
True.
You either agree or you don't.
Because I feel like Undertale is Undertale the most successful indie game ever, or was that technically
that's
Minecraft?
That's Minecraft.
Yeah,
okay.
Minecraft. Yeah.
I didn't know if Minecraft
is the most
still
successful
counted.
video game of all time.
Yes.
Well, that I knew, but I didn't know if like Minecraft still counted, because aren't they like Microsoft now? Like, aren't they bought?
Yeah, but
they were.
They were.
But yeah,
Microcraft.
And the game hasn't really changed, and it's still the same fucking game. You know,
they haven't done Minecraft 2.
They added a new mob. What are you talking about?
They haven't done Minecraft 2.
Yeah,
so,
there is no Minecraft 2 because
True.
people just play Pixelmon and stuff, which is like cool as fuck.
Yeah, and you can just mod the shit out of Minecraft.
Yeah, they play Pokemon in Minecraft. That shit's awesome. Fire, dude.
Fucking Skyblock.
Yeah, I think outside of Minecraft though, the most successful one is probably either Hollow Knight or Celeste. If I had to guess.
I'd imagine so.
I can do Celeste copy sold, but so far Undertale is not even near Hollow Knight.
I just feel like I hear so much about Undertale than like Celeste.
Yeah, because Undertale fans are fucking psychos.
And they're annoying as fuck.
I don't think they're
Okay, Celeste is only at 1 million, according to the AI overview. Again, I'm not actually reading or doing research, guys. I'm just reading the AI overview, and I'm not giving anyone any ad clicks. No SEOs going on here. The internet's dead. So just to let everyone know, I'm just believing what the AI is telling me. But I did also look at the Reddit post right beneath it, and it said 2 to 5 million copies for Undertale, but I just decided to ignore that because it's funnier to say that I only read the AI overview.
Thanks.
Fair enough.
That's crazy.
So Hollow Knight is probably the answer after Minecraft, if I had to guess.
Probably that.
I could probably look it up.
So. Yeah.
And read what the
And the thing of it is
the AI overview.
Although technically I don't think League of Legends. I think League of Legends was self-published as well.
Yeah, but
there is that.
I don't count that.
Why do we not count that?
We don't count League of Legends in anything. We don't talk. That's the game that shall not be named. Okay.
League of Legends isn't a sold game, so I would disqualify it based on that.
Since it's like a free to play, like a game as a service.
Yeah.
Okay,
because
that's fair.
We're basing it on copies sold as the most popular, right? And like because you can buy Minecraft
transactions. Yeah, that's fair. I was just talking general revenue. So
yeah.
But if you're going
general revenue has to be some mobile game.
That's probably true. I mean, I'd imagine Genshin Impact or something.
Because you get it. I think what I think a lot of people don't understand. I'm kind of seeing this with Cole a little bit. I don't think people give enough credit to how big mobile gaming is.
Yeah,
it's such a.
Well, I mean, it's one. Yeah. Well, I mean, in Korea, there's a reason that there's even stamina bars on these games, right? Because like, I mean, that's why they implemented stamina bars in stuff like what is it? I think Dungeon Fighter Online was one of the first examples that I saw for it. Just because like otherwise people were just gonna play the game all day, so you had to limit them in some form, and then if they wanted to play more that day, then they had to buy the stamina potions to keep playing.
And then you have people who, they make a shitload of money off of that because that's a whole nother fucking can of worms.
Also known as the whales.
Whales.
Do you know what's absolutely insane? Minecraft is not the top selling indie game of all time. Do you want to guess what it is?
What is?
Everyone gets one guess.
One guess, huh?
Probably
was
not
Fortnite
wrong.
indie? Never mind, that's not a game that can be bought.
I'll check. I think all these games are games that can be bought.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
There's no way that
thought it was gonna be.
It definitely can't be Hollow Knight because there's no way more people have bought Hollow Knight than Minecraft.
Yeah, for real. I don't fucking know, man.
You're not even gonna sling a guess, bro? That's crazy.
Super
Meat Boy.
Fucking
nothing.
Super Meat Boy
I don't
is
fucking
a
know.
criminal guess. Go ahead, Cosmic. Your guess?
I don't know.
That's
I
fine.
don't
That was the
fucking
first
know.
indie game
Close.
that came to mind.
I don't
Anyway.
fucking know, bro.
Cole, go ahead. Do you have a guess? This is really like I'm trying to create content. You guys won't even guess. This is fucking crazy.
I tried.
Hey, at least you guess.
'Cause
Hey,
my brain
Super
is-
Meat Boy guess.
I'm thinking.
Okay. This bit is going on a
Like-
bit too
Yeah.
far, but
I feel like
Thunder
so
or
I feel like
some
it's
shit?
gotta
I'm
be.
just trying to think.
I'm thinking of some like Avatar bullshit where it's like that movie was out in theaters forever, and that's why it's like the top grossing film. I mean, it's also like people just like the film. So I'm thinking it's like a game that's like on a whole bunch of different consoles. Like it was out for a while. It was on generations that like lasted a while. Like, you know what I mean? So, but I can't really place anything, or maybe something that was like bundled with like something.
I will give everyone a hint. It was released in the same year that Minecraft was released in.
Oh God.
It is pretty
is it
obvious.
Terraria?
What was it?
Yes.
Was it 2013?
Oh,
It's Terraria.
Terraria.
Oh,
It has
I forget
0.7
about
million
Terraria.
more copies sold than Minecraft, which is
Wow.
crazy to me. I did not know that.
Well, it's because they advertise each other. That's just good marketing.
I mean, I guess.
On like the splash screen title, it says like also play Terraria.
Do you know what the third
the same
most
thing
played
for us.
game is? This one, no one is ever going to get ever.
Lunissus.
No.
No.
Not even
I
close.
was just joking.
I'll
Is
give
it
you the
Starbound?
fourth for context. Fourth is Stardew Valley. So what is
Fourth
third?
is Stardew Valley.
What is above Stardew and below Minecraft?
Well, I was gonna say Starbound, but I don't think that's it.
No.
No.
You
Is
hate
it
to see it,
Sims?
man.
No.
No. Sims
That
is
that wouldn't be
Oh.
that wouldn't be.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jaxler, your guess? Final guess to lock it
I
in?
don't know.
See, I don't think about games that other people care about. So like this is particularly
Yeah, it's tough. Pretty tough.
I mean,
No, it wouldn't be Hat in Time.
Oh,
That
yeah.
doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Is
I will
Portal
give
technically
one hit.
Does Ark
There's four
Ark
of us
Survival
in the
Evolve?
call right now. There's four of us in the call right now.
What, virgins?
No, there's four of us, and Cosmic's
There's only
not
three of
yeah,
those.
there's only three of those. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, is it speedrunners?
No. Human
Like the game
Fall
Speedrun.
Flat.
I'm gonna kill myself. Not fucking human.
That is
Fall
Wow,
Flat.
insane.
really?
Yes, apparently.
No!
Apparently,
Wait,
from
what?
this
No.
Reddit person
Wow.
is that it's super popular in China. It has 80 upvotes on Reddit, so I believe him.
I mean, fair enough.
80
honestly.
upvotes means legitimacy.
Hey, it does. That's a lot of upvotes. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
it says on the Human Fall Flat Wikipedia as well. The game has sold more than 50 million copies as of December 2023.
Yep, it's at 55.
Wow.
Minecraft's at 60.
Man, what am I doing?
Yeah, this is
What am I
crazy.
doing with my life, bro? Oh my god.
Yeah, why don't you make like a Human Fall Flat game, Jaxler? Come on. Where's your indie game, bro?
True.
I just freaking finished up tons of fucking horseshit in fucking Minecraft.
I'm
now.
so mad that Pal World has sold 15 million copies. I'm exiting this tab. I'm tilted now.
Yeah. we don't
Wow, I
gotta
haven't
talk
heard
about
about
that. We
Power
don't. We can
World.
unpack that later.
Cosmic is running
Parentheses.
What do
Lost
you
Soul
think-
Aside more. There's been more things discovered in the game.
Yeah. Speaking of
Delaware.
indie games,
Speak on it, Delaware.
That's not even an indie game, bro. That was published by Sony.
Yeah, Sony gave them a big old money bag.
Well, Sony's an independent company.
Yeah, they're just a small company that. Pop quiz, everyone. What is the first thing Sony ever made? Why is this a game show now? What is the first?
It's probably gonna be something dumb. It's probably gonna be something dumb like a lawnmower, bro.
Okay, lawnmower. He's locked it in. Cole, Jax.
Is it the Walkman?
Okay, Jaxler, your guess. We got Walkman and we got the lawnmower.
Radio.
No, you're all wrong. The first product Sony ever made is a rice cooker. Real and factual.
So this actually adds a lot of context to
containment.
Why the 20th anniversary, it's like one of the 20th or 10th anniversary, maybe it was the 15th anniversary product for Sengoku Basara was a rice cooker. Because I think that series has only come out on Sony platforms. So there's a Sengoku Basara rice cooker just branded, and it's like...
That's fire.
It's way too much money. So, yeah, and that's like... That's the only thing that they've talked about as far as the game is concerned. At least Capcom has.
Can you tell that right before this? I watched like a YouTube game show.
Probably. Yeah.
I just figured you were flying off the cuff, dude. To be honest.
No.
I kind of want to make my rice cooker look like a PlayStation
from that game show.
I forget how much you steal. So
yeah,
it
comes with my
though.
skin color.
So I'm running Lost Soul side more.
You get a
Go on,
rice cooker
Cosmic.
for being black?
Are you gonna...
Is that what I heard? Is that what I heard? You get a rice cooker for being black?
That would be fire. I love rice.
Is that how that works?
I would prefer...
That would be interesting.
Anyway, go ahead.
I thought you were going to make some... Never mind. I'm going to reload that.
Yeah, let's
Go ahead, Cosmic.
That's abandoned shit. Abort.
Yeah, true. Hold on 1 second.
Oh my god.
So anyway, I'm going to be running more Lost Soul aside. Because, well, number one, I found a bunch more skips over the last couple of days.
No, it was the worst, Cosmic.
But also,
it was much worse.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So...
Wow. I didn't already respect you very much, but I respect you less after that.
That's good. That's good.
So,
yep. My brain is so good. Go ahead. Lost Soul aside.
Yeah.
Big tech found.
Yeah. So this was probably in a YouTube video that I just glanced over. But there's a Chinese runner. I actually forget their name. Give me 1 second, because they actually submitted a time to the board today, and they posted it in the Discord. And I think they've been ignoring us largely because they said, "Oh yeah, I found a bunch of skips, and like 90% of them are stuff that Anemone and I found." Yeah. So probably just found independently of each other. DJYMH is their name. They actually, the last time they ran a game was 5 years ago with Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Oh damn.
So it's been a while since they were in the game. This is where I know them from. They actually ran Assault Spy as well. Looks like they did some New Game Plus stuff with that. But essentially, the way that this works is near the end of the game, spoilers, by the way, the main character gets a new transformation where he has wings and he can kind of like fly around and glide and shit. So when you actually, when you hit jump and you hit transform at the same time, there's a super jump, like a Doom type super jump now. And that's actually going to allow us to... It's going to allow us to get out of like forced fights with enough height gain. And there's a couple of, so my time, I didn't have end game gear for the record on this run that I did. So I just wanted to do like the first run of the game. So it was like a 5-hour time. And it was like a lot of rough routing. There were some skips in there. Largely the second half of the game didn't have what we found now. And I also had like quite a few crashes and a couple of soft locks. Between the crashes and the soft locks, probably at least 10 minutes. You can shave off of that time. So this guy has like a 402 and I had a 506. So this is number one to do with end game gear. He's got, like a lot of really cool shit going on with that. Some things that I didn't think about, like there's a ring that allows you to deactivate the powered up mode whenever you want to. So he uses this in a couple of spots to, after the skip, turn off the powered up state, and then he won't have to fight as many enemies later on to then escape a fight. Or there's something else he might do to just refill it with potions or something like that. I actually have to watch the run a second time. But nothing doing. There's some really cool shit that he was doing with that. But there's a couple of times where he just straight up leaves a boss fight and then just continues onward.
Bye.
There's even a point where
awesome.
he actually, because I thought that we were going to not be able to skip one area. Like there's a whole temple that we got to go through and fight like this big, like really important boss fight. And he just super jumps over it until he hits the auto save point and then just loads the auto save. And we're just right back in bounds. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. There's even a point where, so there's the way that sometimes the game transitions you from platform to platform is by playing a bunch of like canned animations where the character's like flying with his dragon buddy or whatever. And it just kind of loops like the same 3 ones. But he actually found a way to, with the super jump, hit a trigger on a platform that's like fucking way far away from where you start. And then it just skips the whole fight and activates the elevator to go up. And it's just like, so that's just like a whole probably like 2-3 minutes that is just like, nope, we just don't got to do this. So I will say he did it in a kind of inefficient way because like there's some things that he does that are definitely slower than what I've found. Like he gets into a fight, does the fight, and then like skips 20 more seconds into the level after doing this whole complicated skip and takes like 2 or 3 minutes to do this. But I just jump over the fight and then I just head to the elevator where the next fight is. And it's like, I don't know why we're doing all this complicated stuff when we can just run, you know? But so there's some things that I think that he doesn't realize are more optimized right now. There also are some skips that I do, or that I found that he doesn't do. So, and I actually think that we might be able to skip another boss fight because he uses the super jump to go over one of the forced fights. And I've already found that you can just go over that forced fight normally by using like a bridge that sort of overhangs near the fight itself.
Oh, so then you could conserve that super jump. So that
jump
you could
to
use
just
it
jump
skip.
over the other boss fight, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's probably even more time saved there. What's up?
Do you only get one super jump or?
So basically the way that it works is
as much as you want.
Oh,
Yeah.
so the way that the super jump works is you have to jump while entering your powered up state. And you have to have a full meter for that. So we have to build it back pretty much every time we want a super jump.
This sounds like rage jumping in Vex. This sounds like
essentially.
Rage jumping.
Yeah, it's essentially like that.
In order to do the trick, you have to proc the meter or whatever. And so if you want to proc it again, you have to like hit someone and fill it back up.
Imagine like if Dante could do like the Doom jumps, like Doom 2016 super jumps, but he had to devil trigger in order to do it. That's essentially what this is. So we have to like, we essentially have to manage the devil trigger in order to get these super jumps, and we can just go wherever the fuck we want to. There's even a point where there's even some fights where I was like, man, if we just had more height, like a little more height, we could go over this. And he's just like, whoop, right over it. And I was like, yes, dude. Like usually when somebody kind of just posts a run like this out of the blue and like without telling anybody, I'm just kind of like, all right, bud, what the fuck are we doing here? But I think I was just so happy that the run is going to get cut down by so much that I'm like, you know what? I'll forgive it this time.
Yeah.
Usually these guys too, like these people that like the Eastern runners that kind of come out of the blue after labbing for a while, they usually just kind of keep to themselves. And then they just kind of like do their run, show a bunch of tech, and then like fuck off for like the rest of time, essentially. And like fuck off is sort of like a harsh way to put it, but they really just kind of show up. They're like, hey guys, this is what's possible. All right, I'm done. And then that's just kind of their contribution to the game. Yeah. So they debut the tech. They don't debut it like piecemeal like a lot of Western runners tend to do. They just kind of go, here's my run. And then they show you it all, which is cool.
Like
so I think that probably, yeah, exactly. So I think honestly, between all the stuff that we found, I really think we're almost encroaching on like 3.75 hours to 3.5 hours going to be the top runs now.
Yeah.
For New Game Plus, which is way better than 5 hours. I'll say that.
Yeah. About 2 hours better, I would say.
Almost 2 hours better. Yeah. So the real big problem now is going to be, because this thing doesn't exist in New Game until the very end of the game. So that run is going to be, number one, much fucking longer. And it's going to look much, much different, especially because, this other guy that's like labbing the game currently, he hasn't finished his casual playthrough. He and I were like looking at little ways to save time to like skip certain cutscenes in the beginning of New Game, but we're like getting hype, over like 5 seconds of time save. And then, then DJ drops this fucking run today, like 2 hours before.
Truth nuke, yeah.
Yeah, the truth nuke. And it's like, because that was like, this tech is like the piece that we were missing. And now I can very confidently say that Lost Soul aside, which is I'm happy about this. And I think this is kind of where I thought it was headed, was that this is now a longer version of the Nier Automata run, which is very cool. I wish that it could be like this in New Game, but very much this game is similar to Nier Automata. Is you have these really sick movement mechanics and these really sick movement glitches where you just are constantly doing stuff. You're constantly skipping fights. Like, I think I would actually have an easier time naming the fights at this point that we do instead of the ones that we skip, because there is just so much. I mean, I even found out that like there's certain like these little crystal spires that you can activate to like travel around levels. I found out that some of them, if you proc them by the objective status, they're invisible, but they're still there and active. And I used one of them to like get over to a platform, but I didn't actually like get the fight activated. But then DJ drops this run and he's like, we don't got to like do all this other stuff. Like, we can just go straight to this platform.
We just don't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So like the one problem that he and I also ran into that I noticed is that we still haven't figured out a way to like completely sequence break the game. Like, there are certain instances where we're trying to like force the game to let us into the next area, but unless certain fights are done, it just seems like the game doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because like I initially thought, and I assume DJ did as well, that, or I guess DJ YMH, yeah, I think it's YMH, but I'll just call him DJ. I assume that he also thought this was that if you can just get the objective marker to move forward, the game is going to be like, oh, okay, and then just like keep going, and that's just not the case, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There are certain points where progression is tied to the fight, so we have to look for cutscenes essentially to keep things going. And there's just some sections where, because like the game is so heavy on just like combat and all that, and just like the moment-to-moment gameplay, it's not going to put a bunch of like cutscenes in some of these more action-packed sections. So that's kind of what's like gatekeeping us right now. So I don't think the run's ever going to go down to like 2 hours or even, I'm calling the shot. Like, if this run got down to like under 3 hours, that would be a milestone and a fucking half.
Yeah.
Like, that would be some wild tech being found where it's just like, well, now we're at the end of the level, like,
yeah.
It's really cool though, which it means that like, I feel a little bit more like enticed to run the game, especially now that like New Game is going to be just so different. I'm still in the middle of routing New Game. It's going to be a long one.
Sounds like it's going to take fucking ages.
Yeah, because here's the other thing too, is that like, so the way that game handles easy mode, like the whole easy mode is now selectable type thing, is that when you die to things, you get these accessories called the keepsakes. Mm-hmm. And there's 3 levels of this keepsake, which the last one makes you do makes you take 50% less damage and you do 35% more damage. So wow. I had to find a way to die 8 times really fast. Because it procs on the 8th time, but it's like when you've got barely any tools and like the game by itself on normal mode is fucking punishing. Like, spending 2 minutes dying to get that keepsake is going to be worth it over the next however many freaking hours you're playing. So, it's totally worth it. But it's gonna be a time. So I would say don't expect another new game run, like a new game run from anybody, including myself, for a while, unless like Close to War just shows up out of nowhere.
I was gonna say,
bro, what? Like, but New Game Plus looking a lot cooler. Again, I'm very happy that this is the direction the game is headed in. Is this because this is how the game was going to be interesting? Was not just like this, repetitive combat with abusing endgame gear. It's really, really tech heavy, really glitch heavy skips, and really, really cool movement as well. So I'm happy about that. It's gonna be a good time.
Do you ever think, like, for the sake of like a marathon submission type of thing, there would be like some sort of like partial length category you'd want to do, or does that not really make sense for this game? Because like this feels like some cool shit, but it's just tough to like want to get other people like to check it out because it's just like however fucking long it is,
Yeah, I think that there's something to be said maybe of showing off one of the particularly skip heavy sections of the run. I also think usually about how you bundle together an experience like this, because in New Game Plus, fortunately, there is like a chapter select, so you can actually select different sections of the game.
Oh, okay.
So if I was to do something like all alternate dimensions, because there's like 4 of those, and then we could go finish the game. That effectively cuts the run probably in half, I want to say, especially with how tech heavy some of them are, because basically it would be like, you go to this alternate dimension, you go fight the boss, you go to the shopkeep, you have her teleport you to the next alternate dimension, do that one, and then so on and so forth.
And then that eventually takes you to endgame. Okay.
Exactly, yeah. Because the Entropist dimension leads right to the endgame, like doing the last, 20 minutes, which is the final boss. Mm-hmm. And I say 20 minutes of a final boss because half of that fucking time is walking around and doing dialogue and then doing a fight that frankly shouldn't be in the game because it just makes no sense. Because it's like, again, spoilers, the shopkeep, her mother is going to sacrifice herself to save the world. So then the shopkeep that has been recording your journey the entire time and seeing how the main character is proving himself by beating all these people, she's like, you got to prove yourself now. And so she turns into like a fucking bird and decides to fight you to prove like exactly to prove that like, oh yeah, you're worthy of my mother sacrificing herself to save the world. I don't know, man. Maybe we should just skip the fucking fight. Like this just doesn't feel appropriate for the story. I mean, it's pretty much the anime, trope. But this is a very tropey story. So like,
this is why anime needs to be stopped.
One of the reasons I agree, we could get shorter runs. So there's
shorter
that.
runs,
True.
less gooners.
Oh, dude, Dragon Ball's so good though. I like
that's fair.
Dragon Ball's so good.
Yeah, but look what it's turned you into.
Ouch.
Yeah, you got cursed by a witch.
Bro, look at yourself in the mirror, man. Like,
ouch.
Oh yeah, I look fucking ripped. Made me scrub lord.
I gave him the alley oop and he just like ignored it. He just watched that bitch go over there.
Well, listen, I don't want to talk about
motionless
because I don't know if
you brought it up that you want to talk about.
Well, but it's just like I'm
Jaxler's
afraid that
medicated.
Something bad's gonna happen.
Hello, you have
no.
drugs.
I can listen.
Nope,
No. I can talk about
you
it.
lost it. Jaxler's medicated now.
All right, fine. Maybe I think this is for my safety. If I'm being honest,
We're moving on to.
What
drugs.
are you gonna jump?
Okay,
like,
kids.
what do you mean for your safety?
Well, I don't know what a witch does.
But you know what a witch doctor does, and he says the magic words.
Wah. Yeah.
Wah.
Yeah. But
speaking of doctors and medication.
Look, maybe we just let Cole have this story just so that we can ignore this awful segue. Because, like, honestly, I'd rather just hear the story.
Cole went to the Ren Fair.
I did go to the Ren Fair, which is possibly where I was cursed by a witch. I went there for the first time, and it was pretty fun. It was like I don't know, was it last weekend? I think it was 2 weekends ago. But I'd never been there before, and I feel like because I love Lord of the Rings and I like fantasy kind of stuff, but I'd never been there before. And I was like, you know what? It's about time where I have to spend money because this is just something I want to do. Parking was $15. I was like, fucking end my life.
Only 15?
That's 15 McChickens.
I don't know.
For a whole day?
I don't know, man. Yeah, but man, I don't know about that one.
good.
I had to walk like a mile just to get to the entrance.
See Architects. The park.
See, you make concerts sound like horrible.
Well, no, that's Nashville. Nashville sucks.
You make concert anyway. But I went with a bunch of friends, and somehow one of my friends had free tickets. I don't remember. $3?
That's how much the parking was. Yes, in Atlanta, $3. Nashville, $50. Why do you think I hate Nashville, guys? I don't know. Why do you think I fucking hate Nashville? Go ahead.
Wow. Anyway,
it's real.
Yeah, one of my friends through like their work or something was able to get like a bunch of free tickets. So that's a reason why I went. Yeah.
Those
so
American tickets.
I bought a tobacco pipe and some tobacco, and so like I'm gonna be like fucking Aragorn or like Well, actually, it's more like Hobbit pipe, so it's like a little smaller. No, I think Ganondorf. Well, Ganondorf would probably smoke maybe like a Cuban or something, but that's like like a cigar. I don't think he'd smoke like a pipe. He doesn't seem like dapper enough to do that.
Yes,
maybe
we know
maybe when he was just like the king. Well, maybe some people don't know.
What? I didn't think he was going to smoke a human, dude.
What drug?
He gives a lot of humans to smoke, but.
I feel like he would never use weed.
I feel like Ganondorf would eat cigarettes.
Fent is crazy.
He's got some maybe I don't know, but I bought that, and then like a common thing, I saw a bunch of people joust. I saw people fight in armor. It looked like it actually hurt. Like they were actually going at it. Like it was like Lost Souls aside, but it was like real. It was like kind of fucked up. And we saw the wenches. There was a. I was just trying to make a callback. Can you tell that I feel
the phone is
pressured
hung
when
up,
I'm
bro? Like there's no callbacks.
I know. I had a whole. There was also like a really common thing to do at the Ren Fair is to get a turkey leg, like just a whole ass turkey leg, and you just eat it. And it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It took like the line was like so long, but it was like so fast, and it was like I was so thirsty for the rest of the day. I'm pretty sure. I feel like you could get like a different one, but I don't know, and that different one might have been bacon wrapped, which sounds
fire.
Like high cholesterol.
That's like,
dude, that sounds like a
so
you
good.
that sounds like a week, dog. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's like the equivalent of like putting flex tape in an artery. Like that's just like. You're gonna clog that shit, bro. Like,
yeah, but otherwise, that was the other. That was the. Well, sorry, I was trying to comprehend
Jaxler
what I did.
Apologizing for his jokes.
I totally ignored.
Classic.
So there's like blacksmiths there, and you can like buy like actual swords and shields and stuff like that. And my friend, I went with like we kind of split up like from the main group, and we went there, and everything at that place was above triple digits. Like if you had to spend at least $100, and my friend didn't know that, and he was really disappointed. But then there was like another friend
and Cole
who
said that I'm a rich YouTuber and I'll buy you a sword.
No, I didn't buy anything like that.
Got him with that Wii Fit money.
But you bought a whole ass turkey leg though.
He did buy a turkey leg with that was
only
Wii Fit money.
$11.
Hey, that Wii Fit money went to good use, guys. Just saying.
I guess so.
He's
investing that
Wii in his mouth,
Getting that.
Yeah. He's investing. He's investing in that Wii Fit turkey leg, so he has the capability of doing another Wii Fit video.
That's true. You need to gain weight to lose weight. People have been saying it.
Now, did you eat the bone?
I'm just thinking ahead. Did I eat what?
The bone.
No, but I got pretty far down to the bone. Like, I didn't want to look like a slob in public. I don't want to look like a slob.
Bitch, you're holding a turkey leg. What do you think? Like,
that's not.
There's not. Don't pretend like there's any levels to this, man. Like, what?
There's totally. Yeah, get fucked. That's karma, bitch. You got that, Get fucked.
Yeah, why don't you fucking track my middle finger as it goes across the fucking screen?
Right.
Fuck you.
But anyway, my friend bought like this $700 spear. Yeah, he was like,
my friend just dropped $700.
He's a very frugal.
No, he's not,
man. Okay, that was like the biggest purchase he's made in years. And so I was like, what are you gonna do with it? And he was like, I don't know.
Kill someone.
And we're like, cool. And he looked dope.
Is this the same guy who bought the fucking Funko Pops? Is this the same fucking dumbass?
But he was there.
Really funny.
He was there. Oh, great. Did he also get a turkey
No,
leg
he didn't
and,
buy
like,
anything because there was no
Yeah,
Funko
he
Pops
did.
there.
I don't think there were, yeah. No, I don't think there were. Well, no.
Are there Ren Fair
maybe.
Funko Pops
But anyway,
to be collected?
I have to say though that like, even though it was super fun, I feel like the only fun thing about it is just dressing up and hanging out with friends because everything is so fucking expensive. Like where I used to go to college, like you went to the bar, you got a beer for like $2.75 was a PBR, and then you go and get a beer there, it's like $8 fucking, and it's like what the fuck.
I mean,
like,
to be fair, you're paying for an experience there, which is not available all the time.
I know. I should have done the thing where there's like a thing where you can like it's like you pay $40 and then you just try a drink at each like little bar area they have. And I feel like that's probably worth it. You get like a cool like tankard too with like the logo on it.
Pretty
but
good. Pretty
but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna make a joke.
I wouldn't be surprised if that is where I got like hexed by some girl or something like that because I've just been having some weird like
you got hexed anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
Occurrence. Well,
Weird
okay,
occurrence?
so yesterday.
Okay.
Is it because your stream isn't
Are you
like
shitting
getting
yourself?
like 50 viewers or like what's going on?
No. Do I get? I don't think I get that many.
Have we ruled out the turkey leg in any of this? Like,
That's true. You know. What did she curse?
I mean,
you
it did taste
do,
better than normal.
You know? Like.
Well, so yesterday I went to the gym. I go to the gym in the mornings, and so I walked out my front door, and outside my front door there was a dead animal on my porch.
Okay.
There was a dead mole on my porch. But the weirder part was that my porch, it's like up high, right? And it's a mole. So why would a mole be up on my porch? Like it like
I'm not gonna lie,
and it
I
was
don't even know
perfectly
what a mole is. I think of like a mole like on like a human's body. So I don't know what a mole is.
And you
imagine Doug Trio.
Hold on. You are bitching at me for not knowing goddamn TFT, some stupid ass mobile game that fuck all cares about, and you don't know a goddamn mole, one of the most common animals on the crust of this earth. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm pretty serious, actually. Yeah, I think TFT is more popular than moles.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. What the fuck? What?
Oh,
no.
Good.
Is a mole just a groundhog?
But
mole animal.
Dude. I'm not laughing at
fuck?
this.
Are you actually trolling me or not? I cannot tell. I thought you were trolling, and now I don't. Dude.
Yeah, this is basically just a groundhog, right?
Does it have Alzheimer's?
No, that was my grandparents.
It's got some bangers in there.
Dude, what the fuck? Have you watched like any movie with animals in it? Like there's always a mole or something, right? Like that's like a common ass fucking animal.
I've never seen a mole in my entire life. I just looked them up. At least like in the wild. I've obviously seen them in like Disney Channel, but I saw one in the Sweet Life of Zack and
They're not a fucking
Cody.
fairy tale creature. They're not a goddamn unicorn. They're a fucking mole. But okay, I'm just gonna move on from this because I'm just flabbergasted right now. But fucking, I walk outside. There's a goddamn mole dead on my porch, and it's like parallel.
Yes.
Oh, I fucking forgot. I'm gonna try to fix it. I'll do this stupid fucking. There we go.
That word. Oh shit! Is there a fucking? Dude, there's a fucking fly in my room. I'm telling you, I'm goddamn cursed.
Is there a fly?
Yeah,
Is there
from
a
the
mole?
mole corpse on your porch.
Yeah.
Well, so
Yeah,
like,
don't they
I'm like,
dig
what the
underground
fuck?
and not like in a porch?
That's what I'm saying, dude. So this shit was fucked up.
What if
And
someone
then
just put it
yesterday,
in for fun?
that would be a real fucked up thing to do. That's all. Like, why would you do that?
I feel like
why me?
I feel
Like,
like
I don't know what
Nestani is mansplaining Cole's orange story to him before he's even told it.
Like,
this is like the most W rage bait of all time. This is like,
dude,
this
don't
is
know
like
what a fucking mole
monumental.
Is. What the fuck?
Like fucking scientific advancements in rage bait.
I mean, I know
like,
what
not
moles
even
are like on human bodies. They're like the little brown things, but like.
Yeah, I got one right here.
Yeah, but like a mole, like in real life, like the animal doesn't resemble that at all. So I don't know why they call it a mole, like on a human being, or why do they call that animal a mole? They should honestly call that one a groundhog because they're in the ground.
Because I don't know, Sir fucking Edward the Seventh in 1302 went, oh fucking, you look like a fucking mole. Like I didn't invent that English language. Like anyway, this is the other thing that. So I saw that dead carcass on my porch, and I was like, hey Dad, there's like a dead thing on our porch, and he was like, what? And he was like, huh? And then
you made him clean it up, and you didn't clean it up, of course.
Well, he said that he wanted to deal with it and throw it in the back.
Oh.
No.
Unfortunately.
Anyway, so I was like, okay, that's already kind of weird. Then yesterday, I get a text message from a number I do not know. The area code was somewhere in Minnesota, and it said, where are you? I do not know this phone number.
I gave a couple people your phone number at GDQ in 2024.
They did.
So true.
Were they like did they look like a witch or something? Or like,
I mean, they were a couple hot women, so.
They what?
They were a couple, it was hot women, so they could be a witch, you know. All witches are hot.
Why did you give them my no? That's not true. What the hell?
That's pretty true.
I'll take you to court on that one. Me and
you want to go date the witch from Scooby-Doo? You want to date the wicked witch? Wearing the purple 50 years ago, she was probably socks? I can't.
The prosecution is prepared to make opening remarks.
What the fuck is happening?
Go ahead, prosecution. Go ahead.
Your Honor, hear me out.
That was really going to be the opening remarks. Your Honor, hear me out.
That is a top 10 line Cosmic has said on this podcast. I just want to point that one out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you got cursed because like a random animal died, and then what? And then like someone texted you randomly.
And then I got a creepy ass text message that said, "Where are you?"
You got a spam text. Oh no!
Who just starts? Hold on. Well, hold on a second. Now, I'm not a communication like master, okay?
But you are a communications major.
I know that.
I'm a communications major, and
he's a baiter master.
You know, I masturbator. But like, here's the thing. Who gets a new phone number and the first thing they message you is, where are you? No, like, hi, this is me, or anything. No, like, I get a phone, like, I get it if it's like a random like phone call, okay? Because it's like, you know, like whatever. But a text, like usually like when you get a number and you for texting or like a cell phone, you're like, hey, this is me or whatever. So then they have your number already, and then they like, no. Why would you just out of the blue text, where are you? Like, even if it reached the right person, how would they know it was you? Because you didn't say who you were.
So, Cole, this might come as a foreign concept to you because you're a beta, but have you ever thought about asserting dominance as, like, a concept?
I mean, I was just going to say that if you're in a friend group and then someone gives another friend your number and then you're having a get-together and then you're like, hey, where are you? And you're like, oh, I'll text them.
Have you also ever considered that just could have been a freak wrong number?
Yeah, and they just have.
How do these two
I know
things
you don't have friends,
happen?
but like they might have a friend group that were supposed to meet up at a time, and they just said, "Hey, where are you?"
But they're from my area code, and like how?
There's people around here that don't have the same area.
I was gonna say there's plenty of like. I guess with how much people move around now. With how much people move around now, I've seen people with like California.
Listen,
with like California area codes that live around here. So
isn't W Hose just Who's?
No, that's WWW, which is Who's Watching Who, which is Scooby Doo. DS game.
Right. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. Carry on, Cole.
I feel like, Cole, you should have just texted them, "I'm on my way," and then just left it at that, to be honest.
You're an asshole.
That would have been fire. That would have been fire.
Like, what the fuck?
I feel like that would have been pretty great.
Or just reply, "Why are you running?"
The most likely aspect is probably someone gave them a fake number because the girl was like,
Probably.
"Yeah, I'll meet you tomorrow at this time. Sure, here's my number." And then they just said,
Listen,
"Where are you?"
I didn't ask for an
When,
explanation. Okay, I know what's happening here.
Okay, go ahead.
Clearly you don't.
Juju
You know
vibes.
anything, bro.
That's
You
why
know
we're
anything.
trying to make
Juju vibes.
You don't even know what
There's-
the mole is.
listen.
Like, I don't know.
There's some bad juju vibes going around in my life, and I'm kind of scared to talk about it right now. Like, I just don't. It's just, how do those two things happen in the same day? That's like astronomical events. That's like the odds of me getting all of the ender pearls from the piglins in the nether. Like, there's trillions. Like, it's insane odds.
Hey, Jackson Cosmic, do we need to get a fourth member for this podcast? Do we need to get a new person, like
No, he's
someone a
chill.
little bit less crazy, or is the
I
crazy
feel like
good
if
content? Like,
if being crazy is the qualifier, then like at least a couple more of us should be fired by this
Yeah.
point.
like-
maybe.
Like, we should just scrap the whole fucking.
But this
pod
guy's
at
like
that
kind of
point.
like
Yeah.
low key insane to like jump this far. You know, I'm just saying. You know.
Okay, I like how you guys are
he's jumped
considering
pretty
booting
far.
me out when Nestani in voice chat just like 30 minutes ago said the most racist thing.
It wasn't the most racist thing. It was a racist thing.
Like,
First of all, most is a crazy word to throw around when I
you know,
definitely
fair
said
enough,
more
but it was
racist
pretty
things than
bad.
that. Okay, let me tell
Here's
you.
the other thing too, Cole, is I wasn't considering
can I-
it. I literally told him you're chill. Like,
well, you know what? That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, even though you
Sorry,
interrupt
I just-
him
I've
all the
been
time,
a little tense.
He defended you. So
I don't know. Maybe at this point, maybe Nestani's the one who cursed me, and I'm figuring it out too fast.
I'm not a witch.
You know?
I'm not
He
hot
seems
enough for
pretty
that,
like
sorry.
apprehensive. I
Have you
figure
ever
that's
just
what they want?
Hey Cole, can you spell a word for me, Cole? Can you spell the word coincidence for me?
I don't think you could spell that word. Go ahead.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The two events that you described happening close together
Oh, okay.
is a coincidence.
correlation, but not causation.
Yes. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's sort of like how
Coincidence.
if you drive by a steel fence on the beach and then there's
I
like
can pull it
one
up on
of those
Google.
things is bent,
Go ahead.
right? Like one of the pipes is bent in the steel fence, and then you see a seagull resting in the middle of that bend. That doesn't mean that when the seagull sat down, it bent the pipe. Okay, that just means that the pipe happened to
No, I
already
think
be
that
bent,
means it bent the pipe.
and then the seagull
DECosmic.
perched on there.
I didn't know where you're going with
I
that,
think
but
that's just a fat
that was kind of
seagull.
fire. Anyway, go ahead. Cole, spell.
Cole,
Can you
you're
wait? Tell me.
Nope. You
Don't
have to spell it.
interrupt.
You've used all your things.
Well, no.
Spell it.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
making an excuse. I'm gonna spell it. Just
Nope,
tell
spell
me
it.
when I'm
We're looking
after I
at
spell it if
Cosmic's
I'm wrong.
knees
Don't
now?
just interrupt me.
I'm not going to. I'll never
Just-
interrupt you. I would
okay,
never interrupt
okay, I
anyone
just-
on this podcast ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a,
Cosmic
no.
showing
I'm
his
just saying,
legs?
like, don't
Ooh,
don't
look at that.
do. You're interrupting me right now, so that's kind of ironic that you're doing this.
I don't know what
All
you're
right,
talking about.
coincidence.
Go ahead.
COINSCIENCE.
Nope.
Coincidence. Damn it. I don't fucking know, bro.
It's
I'm under when you're under pressure, you can't spell.
CIDENCE, and I did spell that correctly when I typed it into Google. I just want to let everyone know. I typed it correctly, so.
I did coin science. I did coin science.
You did spell
Shit.
coin science. That is
Boy, talk about
I just
flipping a
spelled
coin.
coin science.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that was-
I forgot there was a D in there.
Jackson's
Shit.
on the floor. He is.
Oh, I should have like. Why didn't I say it? I usually do that where I'm like
He's out, man.
coincidence.
Yeah,
The dents.
that's just tough.
I got the first half at least.
You did get coin, and then you said S.
I knew it was coin.
Jaxler is laying down.
Wow.
He's on the couch. He's
Dude,
just
I'm
chilling.
telling you, it's a witch. Like, if I wasn't cursed, I would have spelled that right.
Well,
I got to the spelling bee in my school when I was younger.
If you ever find a witch that cursed you, give her my number, please.
Oh, okay. All right, hold on.
So true.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The prosecution rests. To be honest.
We're arrested for sure. Jaxler is medicated. That is the transition.
Clearly
we're going
not
right into it. Nope,
enough.
you're back. Welcome back.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, Chief.
Jaxler went to the doctor's office and got medicated.
I got medicated,
and I'm flirting with witches. If you're a witch in the comments, hit me up. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
You do not want that.
I do want that, actually. I think I know exactly
hey, look,
what
man,
I want.
unlike you, the witches can spell, okay?
Fucking rapper with the bars out
Double
here.
entendres, let's go. Hey.
Wow.
Oh my
All right.
god.
Listen, I'm just saying that like when I'm gone in a few weeks, just who took me,
PMC Trilogy has joined the podcast.
Can you imagine if it was PMC Trilogy behind this all the time? He was just secretly a warlock, dude. Just a bike riding warlock.
PMC texts you, puts a carcass on your porch, you know.
Some fucking dedication, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the reason he does all those bike routes is so he could set down the ley lines so that he could get his fucking
That's true.
spell matrix figure.
True.
Dude, I can't believe PMC Trilogy is the grand wizard of the speedrun.
I mean, if he used a broom,
I think
then
that's
they
the
would
wrong phrase to use, but sure.
Wait, no, you're right. Hold on.
I'm just saying Jaxler is now the most racist
that's
person
not
on
good.
this podcast episode. That was worse than what I said. I just want to let everyone know.
So true.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
PMC is not a grand wizard.
Just because he's white and rides a bike and is from Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, doesn't mean he's part of the
PMC
KKK.
Trilogy, cool. He has the pass. He can come to the cookout. All right.
The whatever. Oh, word.
Jaxler's medicated, which is why he can stay on topic.
Yeah, exactly. So this is actually something I've been working. We've been talking about pushing the needle with these. I don't know how I'm supposed to wrap something that's a little more normal after what the fucking fugue state we just came out of.
I'm sorry.
No, this is not your fault. Well, actually, no. Actually, it's completely your fault.
It is entirely my fault, actually.
And I'm just an agent of chaos, and I will transition to whatever, whenever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Dude,
true.
I'm like fucking sweating actually. So
Well, you are wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah, that is true.
It's doing its
Anywho.
job.
Take it off. Anyway.
So I'm medicated. So something I've talked about this a bit before on the podcast of just like struggling with getting shit done, just because I feel like I have ADHD, but I can't get like a doctor to actually get me the shit I need. But I got the shit I need finally. So it took 2 different meds that didn't work for me to be like, Doc, hey, this just isn't fucking working. Can we at least try this? He's like, yeah, okay, fine. And so now I am on like actually like a stimulant meant to treat like ADHD and shit. So I'm still like, it's been, I want to say, 2 episodes ago was when like I first really started taking it. And so it's been interesting because, I think when a lot of people think of like a stimulant, like an ADHD med, they're like, like that sound effect they always use, like when a flashbang goes off and you're like staring right at it.
Mm.
Exactly, right? Yeah. I think a lot of people think like that's what it might feel like in terms of like you feel it like kick in and it's like, oh, I have like this, pep in my step. I definitely noticed the difference in like being able to like concentrate and get stuff done and be a bit more like energized and present. But it's just like in a weird way, it has kind of opened me up in some ways, like emotionally.
Oh,
emotionally, physically, don't touch me. But do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And it's interesting too because my brother's kind of noticed it a good bit too. Last week and a half I've just been kind of helping him out just because my folks are out of town and he can't drive, so might need my help getting him like his meds and shit, right? But like he's like, you look better. Like, you look happier. And I'm like, you know, at the time I was like, okay, whatever you think, man. But like, in a weird way, it's kind of like, not only increased my like emotional capacity to like feel and interface and just like in more positive ways, I guess. And it's just like I didn't really expect that, if that makes sense. I'm still like trying to like wrap my head around all of this because, you know, part of me doesn't want to, for one, I don't want to accept, you know, if things are improved, right? I don't want to just get complacent and be like, oh, this is good enough, because all I've ever known is I'm struggling with all this fucking shit, right? But it's also like trying to make sure I'm attributing it to the med that I'm taking rather than, you know, per se. I just had a good
more coincidence.
Yeah, coincidence.
Coinscience.
So it's coinscience.
Yep.
Our first merch is going to be coinscience.
It's just a fucking like a Coinstar machine with a lab coat and a fucking beaker.
It's coinscience, and it's
just Dr. Mario, bro.
It's a mole with his hands up that says coinscience, and like in an arc.
Like the cinema.
Comment down below if you would actually buy. I would buy that, but also
we need to move more volume than 5 units. So
yeah.
Cosmic, don't you make the shirts with Canva or whatever? We should just like make a mock-up in Canva.
Oh my
Should
good
do
lord.
that.
But anywho, I don't know. I guess like I haven't really brought it up yet on the podcast yet. Again, like I said, just because I didn't, I wanted to make sure like I actually had data to like back up what I was feeling or experiencing. Yeah. But I think one of the more interesting things that I've noticed is I think at some point it seems like the meds kind of like, I don't know if they're out of my system right now, but like definitely not quite as in my system as they are when I first take them. Right. And like, I just noticed that like I can like actually like just enjoy not doing anything. Or just being idle for a moment. Or just, like, being like, oh, I'm just going to take 30 minutes and sit and just chill. Like, I couldn't really ever... I was really bad. I'm horrible at relaxing.
What?
Right? Like,
no way. What are you talking about? You're like the most chill person I've ever known.
I feel that.
Yeah, where it's just like, it runs in my family. We didn't come with off switches. There was a recall in the factory. And all that type of shit, right? But it's like... I actually, like, felt like I could do that. Or, other things, too, where it's like I'd spend, like, an hour and a half maybe playing, like, a game or something like that just to chill, and then I would do that, and then I would be wiped, and I need to, like, go lie down or just, like, shut my eyes for a second just because I would just get so exhausted. So it's, like, I don't know. It's, like, I'm grateful because it feels like we're finally getting somewhere. I think that's the big thing. I guess the other thing, and this is kind of, not to like, because I haven't asked y'all to take any notes or anything like that, but I'm curious, have you all noticed a difference in me in the last couple of episodes? And the answer could totally be no, and that might be because we record it, 7 o'clock, and maybe the meds are out of my system by then. But have you noticed anything? Because my brother has definitely noticed that I'm different, but...
For me, I would just say
no. Yeah.
That's
At the moment, no. I mean, my whole thing is that like medication like this takes a little while, so
yeah,
probably we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But at the moment,
and sometimes I wonder if we like recorded this like right when my meds were their most active, how that would maybe. Or maybe it's something that might not even come across unless we're sitting like face to face or something.
I mean, I would just say, real quick, a theory, a Ryan theory, someone would say, is that when we are recording a podcast, we were already at a higher like energy level.
You know
anyway.
what? That's a fair point.
So
that's
like,
true
it's
too,
probably not changing too much when you're on, right? Because like, we come to this podcast and we're not like,
I really should have thought about that before I asked that question.
That's just what I immediately went to, where I was just like, well, you're already like on. You know what I mean? So
I was just curious more so.
But even like post podcasts, I would say you're roughly the same.
Yeah.
But again, that could also be, it's like 8, 9 o'clock post podcast, right?
Yeah, exactly, right? And because that's part of what I'm trying to determine too, is like, how long is this in my system and do I need to make adjustments now? Because like, when it's in my system, I feel great, but it's like, you know, sometimes like you're just so in your own, not even in your own head, but just in your own world, and you're just so attuned to whatever is your normal that you don't notice. Like, I don't really necessarily notice that, oh, like the medications weren't off until like way later. I'm like, oh, I haven't even though it's probably been out of my system for a good bit. So,
almost like it gives you a kickstart, and then you can kind of carry the momentum on from that.
Yeah, exactly, right. But I think like you always say, it actually feels like I'm pushing the needle forward for once. And I know you always say that, like, you know, even if something doesn't work out, you're still trying to push that needle, and that's still progress made in some way. But I got to win for one. You know, I've been in need of a W in that department for a minute. So
Hungry Bucks is in need of a major comeback.
Right? Like, I mean, shoot, for example, I don't know how much, like, I'm like debating whether or not this gets turned into a YouTube video at some point, but I've been kind of working on this project with a friend of the podcast, Limey, kind of behind the scenes on some shit, and I actually started it and finished it. And it was with it, and it's only been like 2 or 3 weeks since like Limey was like, hey, would you help me do this? And I'm like, yeah, bet. So it's like, you know, it's like, oh, okay, we've already done something now. And, you know, I'm trying to be careful, you know, because it, you know, with the fucking Neopets video, it's just like, that thing is so long, right? It's a different kind of thing when it's a shorter project, but at the same time, I'm trying to make sure it's not that initial excitement that was what got me through that versus, you know, I still feel like I need more data, but it's, you know, it's interesting, right? You know, you know, again, sometimes you're just so in your own head and in your own perspective that you don't really know what else is out there in terms of how you can be, how you can grow, how you can do, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it also could just be a thing too, where like you know you have ups and downs just in general, like and you could just be on an up arc as well. So I feel like I feel like I tend to
that's why I've been
trying
to be careful.
You'll really know the answer like, you know, 2-3 months down the line, right? Where like you really kind of like stabilized it.
And there's other parts of the puzzle too, because there's like a short acting and a long acting type of stimulant, right? Where it's like some is just like a quick burst, like you were kind of saying, but like some is meant to be more like it like extends the release or whatever. So it gives you like a trickle of the stuff throughout the day, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, I literally like sent a message to my doctor, like, hey, how, like, because I forgot to ask, like, how long is this supposed to be in my system? And he's like, well, it depends on every person, but usually the range is like 4 to 8 hours. And I'm like, 4 to 8 hours? Excuse me? Like that like that did not
variance.
Help. That is such an insane amount of variance. And I understand that that's probably, unfortunately, the correct answer because people have different metabolisms, you know, chemistry type shit, right?
Definitely.
Body composition and all that. But like, bro, come on. Like, come on. 4 to... You
can't narrow it down a little bit, big dog? Like,
do you know how little...
Like, goddamn. Like...
Do you know how little that possibly narrows it down? Like, bro, come on.
It's like scheduling an appointment for like somebody installing your cable. Like, oh yeah, we'll be there between 9 and 1.
Motherfuckers.
I hate those fuckers.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, what do you mean 9 a.m. and 1 p.m.? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Jerk off like the whole time? Like, what are we doing, man? Like,
that's an insane sesh right there.
Damn.
Oh my god,
that's wild.
And speaking of an insane session, you all could have an insane session down in the comments below, and you could leave a comment.
Let us know if you want to see that coinscience shirt or merch.
Yeah, and also like the video while you're down there. You know, the like button's right above the comment section. And the subscribe button's a little off to the side. It goes red. It's like a little whoosh, you know, it just plays a little animation.
Sorry, I forgot there's a D in coincidence. Like, you hardly even hear it.
But there's no S, I like that. Dude, I started laughing when I heard the S, man. That's how I knew this shit was
crazy. The
S was crazy. Coincidence.
It's coincidence. Incidence is fucking
It's coincidence and Alzheimer's, okay? Like, let's just get some pronunciation.
Hold on, I'm just saying Alzheimer's is different from coincidence, okay? I just want to let you know that this is from where I...
So the merch is just going to be like... The merch is just going to be like a base...
stupidity.
It's going to be a baseball jersey that just says like the coinscience Alzheimer's or something like that. It's going to be like a baseball jersey. Yeah, that'll be good.
Brought to you by the Coinstar machine at your local fucking CVS.
Does anyone have anything to shout out before? Cole's streaming. Oh my God, when is Complete-a-thon?
It's next week. Well, right?
Yeah, it's next week, and I'm on September 18th at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
So you will not see us. You will not see us again. So that is coming up next week.
Yep.
It's on Thursday. It's the day before you're going to watch the next episode of this podcast. So the day before that is when Cole's Run is on.
Exactly.
Am I on the couch for that? Am I doing anything?
Yeah, I should really figure that out
soon because it is in the middle of my work day.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, I may or may not be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if, I can probably be there if worst comes to worst. And then I also have a run in this event. It is Sunday.
Sunday.
So you're gonna see me again before my run.
Yeah, you're gonna see us again.
And
because you're gonna come back.
And I am doing Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver Hundo, which is one of my favorite speedrunning categories. And there's also going to be a donation incentive to do a Soul Reaver 2 remastered run as like a bonus after the fact. So,
W.
So yeah.
Is anything happening in the state of Delaware?
I mean, kind of. I mean, I'll probably just be streaming like usual. There's probably going to be some Lost Souls side stuff, but like I went so hard on that game, like doing like between all the labbing and
grinding,
playing the game. Like I've been playing I've played the game like probably 60 something hours between PS5 and PC. They're patching stuff constantly, so the game like runs well for me again. So that's pretty sick. Who knows when I'll actually get a new game run of that done. But other than that, I'm trying to find like, because I'm pretty happy with like where 10,000 Bullets is at. There's some like cleanup that I need to do on that game for like when SGDQ submissions roll around, but I'm generally just trying to figure out what game I'll be working on next. I'm also like maybe like trying to float the idea of like a big 6th gen subathon or something. So I'm trying to maybe figure out because I've totaled up like some games that I could include as like, you know, milestone goals or whatever. And I think if I were to run all this stuff, and this is just like back to back, this is not even taking the time to switch games. It's like 24 hours of stuff. I'd have to branch it out obviously over a bunch of streams, but it's something that I've considered, just like running all this stuff that I've acquired over many years.
Kind of like
but other than that,
GPU like bingo thing, like this
the
bingo
GPU fun,
that was pretty cool.
The bingo thing,
I enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, there's like another game or two that I really want to like go back and learn or maybe clean up, but at the moment it's really gonna be like probably a couple like more streams of Lost Soul aside, and then I mean because there's some other stuff coming out too in the next month that I might have my eye on, but we'll see where it takes me. Maybe I'll pick up some bullshit PS2 game like Oni-Chanbara or something, Zombie Zone in Europe. But yeah, so that's really it for me. Yeah. Oh yeah, I also did hit another weight goal of 140.
Oh damn!
Skinny goal, skinny legend. Oh my god, snaps.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Fucking
cunts, serving cunt over there. Yes, sir. I'm not doing anything. I need to find a game to play, guys. I'm really just trying to sift through games to play.
Beautiful Joe.
You know, you did say Beautiful Joe, and the game doesn't look that good. I'm just saying it really doesn't look very good.
It doesn't look good?
It doesn't look that good, no. But
Well,
I'm
here to tell you, dog.
I do like the prospect
here to
of
tell you,
beating an
dog.
11-year-old record because I am kind of an insane person, and that does sound.
I'm
fun
not
to me.
gonna lie, dog.
But-
If you beat T-Man's record, I would pay you at least $200, bro. Like, definitely, like,
Neuron activation.
I'll start tomorrow.
hell no.
I won't
I'm
actually
just
start tomorrow
saying.
because I have
Look,
to
I'm
work
not a
12 hours
speedrunner, but
tomorrow,
$200 is $200.
There's definitely some honorary money in it for somebody that beats that record, dude. That is a
Yeah, that is like
that is a long. Again, I
if you
think
put up money
personally,
for it, I will play it immediately. I just want you to know that I'm dead ass about this.
Oh,
if
I'm
you're
sure.
gonna give me $200,
That's
I will
why I'm like-
start frame one. That's why
I'm hesitating. I'm like, I gotta log on to the online banking. I gotta see if I can really commit to this. You know,
He's like, wait a second. This motherfucker.
but because
yeah, what time
Personally-
is it?
personally, I think that T-Man's Beautiful Joe record is one of the strongest records on the entire site. So, like, anybody that ends up beating that totally just has my respect.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get some cash. I don't know, but
Have you
know,
seen
it is what it
TFX
is.
Mortal's creepy early run?
I don't wish to
Dude,
see
the
that.
laugh was so instant. Holy shit.
No, because I don't watch Welsh people.
Well, fair enough.
Ouch.
But anyway, guys, yeah, if you have any game recommendations for me,
Leave them
Yeah,
in
if
the
you have a speed
comments.
game record,
let
yeah,
me
definitely.
know. I have played. Okay, this is going to be a really good list for you guys, and it's not going to narrow down anything for you. I've played Scooby Doo 900 Frights for like 3 years straight, and then I played
Hate to
Lunistis,
see it.
and then I played Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones, and 102 Dalmatians for 1 month. So that's your pool of
Yeah.
games.
So he's looking for anything that you
Yeah.
think might be a good speed game. Yeah,
Literally anything at all
there you go.
that has a
He'll
shot
sift
of getting
through
an
it.
EDQ. That is another asterisk.
There you go.
Has a shot of getting an EDQ.
That's the
Because if
asterisk.
it's been in recently, I'm not running it. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Or if it's
one of those
a
things.
not great run. So
Yeah. But yeah,
Don't
we're
just recommend
struggling.
him
But I
any
probably
game,
will
but yeah.
start doing that soon-ish. And by soon-ish, I mean probably like a month from now. So I'm not promising anything. But I do have to start doing it at some point. And so
Yeah.
as the time ticks down, I will feel more pressure to start something. Goodbye forever.
sweet.
Get out of here.
Bye.
Happy Coin Science Day.
Happy Halloween.
Never forget.
Raven Simone did it.